The left has long fanned the flames of discontent against government in the most fertile grounds where the seeds of idealism and extremism are sown to take root. In the campuses and classrooms of the state colleges and universities nationwide. Now the police is spearheading a campaign of law enforcement and peace and order to play catch-up and to counter leftist indoctrination in the academe by means of a campus peace development forum scheme that PTV correspondent Karen Villanda threshes out in this report.
Leftist group recruits students and turn them into militant and even radicalized groups to use them later on in armed encounters against the government. In the case of Felia, not her real name, her child was allegedly recruited by leftist element to be their official photographer and designer of printed shirts.
One time, tumawag lang siya sa akin na wala siya sa school, which is nasa bundok raw siya. So, ang akala ko, kumukuha lang siya ng mga pictures, the scenery of yung sa bundok. Pero, hindi pala. Kasama na pala niya yung sa mga kabila, yung leftist.
Through the Executive Order Number 70, signed by President Rodrigo Duterte, that aims to put an end to local communist armed conflict, any mother like Felia can ask the government for assistance to help them to file a case against rebels who recruited their son and brought him to the mountains.
There are other provisions in the revised penal code that actually could answer that question. For example, it's a criminal act for somebody to induce a minor to leave their homes. Yung sabi, oy, wag ka na umuwi sa bahay niyo, punta muna tayo dito, or mga ganun. That's actually a criminal act eh. Also yung anti-trafficking, yung parang ginawa nila sa Toro Campo doon sa may Mindanao, where dinala niyo mga bata to a particular place para gamitin sa mga rally, mga ganyan. That's also a criminal case na, that's trafficking of children. That's also a violation of the international human rights, regulating rights of children, mga ganyan. Marami po tayong pwedeng gamitin at this point in order to make these people answerable.
To keep the youth from joining these kinds of group in their campus, the Civil Military Operation of Philippine Air Force is coordinating with some fraternities and sororities inside this university and colleges to conduct a forum or workshop on peace to discuss the mandate of the government to promote and enforce peace and order in the country.
Kagaya ng ginawa ng Alpha Pi Omega is i-adapt na yung program. Bibigyan namin silang template, yung sulat, nagawa na yun eh. Yung sulat na naka-template na siya, address sa President. Doon sinasabi na gusto namin na maggamit ng classroom or kaya yung gym kasi malaki. Plus yung paggamit ng public address system, yung paggamit ng mga upuan, and yung available na students. Kasi i-open to sa lahat ng mga estudyante. And then, sila, bibigyan din silang template, yung sulat uli, templated ito na sulat na nag-request sila galing sa NEDA ng isang speaker para ipaliwanag ano yung overall development program ng national government para sa ganun, maintindihan ng mga bata na ito pala ang direksyon ng gobyerno natin.
Rebel returners have also been invited to the forum and are set to tell how he or she was recruited by the leftist group and brought to the mountains to fight against the military. According to Philippine Air Force, this explains how the left exploit a young minds by either misinformation or even outright lies on the issues of the country and fan the flames of this enchantment on young militant minds to rise up and rebel against the government. Karen Villanda for The Nation.
Beyond the headlines,
it's news with a different perspective.
Before the day ends,
For events that shape our views and impacts the world around us.
we keep you up to speed.
With Richmond Cruz and Charms Espina. PTV News Headlines, your comprehensive nightly news source, only here.